Hello and welcome to the Knit Girls. This is episode 677. I'm Laura, also known as Lala.
I am Leslie, also known as You Don't Call Me Les. Today is Monday, the 9th of December, 2024, and Laura and I both use she, her pronouns.
I just realized the next episode will be 678.
hmm
That's exciting.
It is a sign that we've been doing this too long, I think. Um, yeah, so Laura is a busy bee this week with school and after school commitments, so we were trying to squeeze this one in a little earlier than usual.
I have a celebration for a friend who is doing her last chemo treatment tomorrow, as well as a band concert and just some other stuff this week as well.
hmm
So lots and lots going on. For the next month, lots until we get out on the 20th.
Yeah.
There is something almost every night. So that's how it goes. It's a busy time of the year.
Yeah, I know at the end of the year, especially like band, after like extracurricular kind of stuff, they're trying to cram in their end of year.
Well, they're trying to do their holiday concerts.
Hmm.
So choir and band always do like a holiday concert or a winter concert. I get to hear the sixth graders play Hot Cross Buns because they just learned instruments, so that'll be
hmm
exciting. They also were they learned another song. We went to a band concert earlier this year that was lots of fun. So they have progressed actually, I think, past Hot Cross Buns, which is very exciting.
I'm sure they're excited about that too.
Yeah, I'm sure their band director is also very excited about that. But yeah, it should
Well,
be fun. Do you have any big plans for the week?
no, with my company, they tend to stop allowing changes to be made to any systems,
Yeah.
because for many companies, excluding retail, and probably food service, but for many companies, Christmas is a slower time. For my company, which is a casino company, it is not. Like, it is a very busy time, and New Year's is frequently the busiest night of the year for many casinos. So, um, they put controls in place that stop allowing people to make changes to systems just in case it breaks something.
Yeah, that's very
Um,
smart. Yeah.
so that means it gets slower at work. But that's good because I have a million things to do, and that means I can sneak in, making a watercolor card or spinning
Yeah.
for 5 minutes or whatever. So, but speaking of crafting, what are you working on right now?
I'm currently knitting a hat. I actually need to add the yarn to the show notes and the needle size. So this
Oh,
is a very teeny tiny hat for a little man. It is the firewood cap out of the Salt and Timber book, and when you flip it up, like the brim, there's like a little hidden detail brim when it's
oh,
so it
fun.
looks like 2x2 rib, but then when you flip it, it's actually a broken rib. And so I am past the little like um that little flip, and now I have 2x2 rib for like 7 inches. But the yarn I'm using is really, really nice. It is by Fabu Yarn Company.
Mm,
This is their worsted weight. It's 219 yards of 100% superwash merino. I wanted to use superwash merino because this is for a kiddo,
hmm
and this is in the Fabu's version of red. So, um, yeah, I hand wound it. I was sitting here and I was like, I might as well just hand wind it. So I've got my baseball size ball and I'm knitting it on size 5 needles and I'm just knitting away. This is my last hat for my friend's family that I'm knitting for.
mm, okay.
Um, I talked to her husband yesterday. I was like, "Are you sure you don't want a hat?" And he was like, "No, thank you. I'm actually going to hire him to do. He's going to make me a website for the new
Oh,
year.
cool.
So I'm going to have a Laura Linneman website, as
It's
well as the
serious
new.
business, yo. Laura's a big deal.
Well, it is serious business. But anyway, if anyone needs a website designer, he is a freelance website designer and amazing. And I can get you his contact information. Just send me an email. But yeah, so that is the first thing that I am working on. And then the other thing has not gotten a ton of progress, but I am on the heel increases. These are the socks for my brother-in-law, and they are the vanilla is the new black pattern. I went longer than I meant to. I meant to go to like 4.5 inches, according to my notes on the pattern, but I went to 5.5, so these will be a little bit longer. Um, but yep, those are the start of that triangle heel increase that happens. Um, I have around, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I have around 9 more increase rounds to do, so 18 more rounds total, and then I will turn the heel, and then it'll be smooth sailing. So hopefully these will get a good bit of progress this week. While I am in the hall, and that is just out of a Regia on size 0 needles. It's one of the Arnie and Carlos Regias. So those are the two things that I am actively working on right now. I have like all the gnomes that I want to cast on, all the
Mm-hmm.
things that I want to do, but Christmas presents come first.
Yeah.
I got Sarah's new gnome book and it's amazing. I'll have to do like a little review of that at some point. Maybe when I start knitting out of it, because I would love to do some hand spun gnomes before the end
And
of the
this
year.
is Sarah Shira,
Yep.
Schira, for anyone who's curious. She does tons of gnomes. We've had her as a teacher at SSK.
I will put a link to
Um,
her in the show notes right now while I'm
okay.
thinking about this.
Yeah, because somebody will ask.
Yep.
Um, for me, I have been working primarily on two things this week. Nothing that you lot haven't seen before. Oh, I do have a finished thing that I forgot to put in the show notes, so I'll have to do that. But so the first thing that I'm working on is a pair of socks. So this is out of the Crossroads color from Knitterly Things. I got this at SSK this year. This is a 72 stitch sock, no pattern. It's just what I always do. Although I think for myself, I might go down to 64 stitches just because I like a snugger sock and my gauge has loosened enough that 72 stitches is pretty loose for me. So, but yeah, I just did a slip stitch heel and I turned the heel. I'm working on the gusset now. So, these are for Wheezy. So I need to finish these this week so that I can mail. I've got gifts for Jude, for Laura, for her mom, and for Wheezy, and they're all going to be together over Christmas. So I'm just going to mail one box to the Linnemans, and everybody can get their stuff there. And then the other thing that I'm working on is the Oban cardigan. And this is the big cable pattern by Thea Coleman, who is also known as Baby Cocktail.
Yeah.
Black and white picture, but it's just a super heavily cabled uh, cardigan. And oh, good, the collar band is garter stitch. I'm so looking forward to some garter stitch on this.
I bet you are,
Um,
friend.
yeah. So this one, this is for one of my partners, Amanda, and this. So I finished sleeve number one. The little bulb stitch markers are where I did decreases. It just helps me keep track of them. And then I did a 3-inch cuff and tried it on her, and it fits. It's slightly long,
Good.
but that's good. Like it'll block, and the cuff is meant so that you can fold it up as well. I'd rather it be longer than shorter. So, and
Absolutely.
then I started the second sleeve. So I just need some good like TV time to really power through on this. Um, oh, I thought I missed a cable.
There's a Taskmaster holiday special coming out soon.
Ooh, have you tried the kids version?
I have not. I
So
haven't been doing a lot of TV time unless
okay.
it's Penguins hockey.
I watched the first episode. I'm still a little iffy on it. I think it's just because part of what I like about Taskmaster is just the like super frank interactions between the host and the participants. and you can't be like as direct and rude to kids. So, but they are super clever about finding ways around tasks. So, but I've only
Oh,
watched the first episode, and it's Rose Matafeo who's the task
yeah.
mistress, or the taskmaster, I guess. So I need to watch it. Taskmaster is a British comedy panel show where one guy is the host and he sets out tasks for five comedians. They do a 10 episode series, same five comedians every show, and they basically have to just find ridiculous ways around instructions.
It's
It's,
nice because you learn how different people's brains work. I like that
yeah.
aspect, but also a lot of the British panel shows, you only see the person for like 30 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this you get to see them over the course of like the 6 months they film. So
Yeah,
it's really nice.
it is. And it's free on YouTube. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for a new show to binge over the holiday season, if you haven't watched it yet, or even if you have, like I frequently have them on in the background when I'm working. It's like a comfort thing. So, anyway, this is the second thing that I'm working on. Um,
It's very pretty.
I'm very ready to be done, be done with it, because I'm not working on SSK Stash, and that's like eating at me. So,
I mean, you are technically with your sock,
I
right?
am, yes, but like I'm not, this is preventing me from doing more.
I'm
Like,
actually working on more SSK stash than you
shh.
are.
Um, do you have finished things? Because I have a finished thing.
I do not.
All right, let me just move my thing over here. Um, So, my small group of coworkers on my team, there's like 15 of us, and every year they do a Secret Santa. And I did not opt in this year because I had enough going on that I just didn't feel like I could commit to doing anything. But somehow I got entered in anyway. But when I found out who I needed to gift for, I was okay with it because it's like one of two people that I actually genuinely like on my team. So um, I am doing like a gift certificate for him. It's the same person that I made the dog sweater for.
Yeah.
So I also made him an emotional support chicken.
Oh, is that the crochet little
It's a
one?
little crocheted version, and
Yeah.
it looks bananas. Like this eyeball is like popped out,
I love it. It's very like Wallace and Gromit feels.
and the chicken looks like it has lips.
It does.
So, but yeah, it's fitting.
Very cute.
Just
What yarn
used
did
a
you
bunch of
use?
scraps.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, it took basically this is just a big circle, and then you seam it in a cool way. Um, so this was much faster than the knit version that I
Yeah.
did. It's much smaller, but like it's cute, like as a gift.
Yeah.
So,
Very cute.
and then I did some watercolor cards. I just got the cards yesterday, I think. Like the blanks. So I've only made a couple, but I did a couple more of the little polar
Oh,
bears, and then I'm gonna make some more of these like little kitties,
oh, very
and I'm gonna
cute.
get like a stamp that goes, it's like Happy Holidays or something. I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna keep making these because I enjoyed it, uh, and it's a very attainable, you know, 15-minute thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my basically all my crafting. I did a little bit of spinning, but why don't you talk about spinning first?
Yeah, I can talk about spinning. So I am in Jillian Marino's Patreon, and she is doing 100 days of basically like spin every day, do something spinning associated every day. So I think I actually do not have what I was going to show. I finished the Kent Romney. There it is. I finished the Kent Romney. I have two very uneven
Hmm.
bobbins.
Yes.
But I when I was dividing it, I did not divide it. I knew it was not equal, so I will fix that by bracelet playing.
Mm-hmm.
But yep, that is from Wee Chickadee. It is Kent Romney in the deep summer colorway. We Chickadee has gorgeous fiber. Um, and I've spun two of her fibers right after they came in. So I did this one, and then I think I already showed these, but this is some Shetland that I also did that just came. So that was the newest fiber to enter my stash, and it is all set for applying. I have around a pound to apply. I didn't do any applying last week. My big thing that I got accomplished was I finished my
Mm,
Red Panda singles. So this is a very heavy bobbin. It is around 6 ounces.
wow.
My friend Andrea started spinning this fiber and realized she was allergic to it, so she gave me the rest of it. It is a gradient, which you can kind of see um, from the bobbin end. But yep, it is gorgeous. It is a Rambouillet silk, and I am going to chain ply it. So that just got finished yesterday, and I have started some new things. So I have started a bat on that wheel. That was on my ladybug. I started a bat from Hip Strings. I have another one of her bats right here. Oh, so pretty. So
Ooh.
I'm doing House Sparrow, but this is her soot spray bat. So this will be up next after I finish that one. And then I'm also spinning some fiber from Bricolage Studio. And she is in the process of labeling this when I snatched it out of her hands at Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. And so I have no idea what the fiber type is. I have no idea colorway wise.
No.
But it feels like a Rambouillet type vibe, or a merino. So I am just spinning along. My Daedalus starling right here, doing a short backwards draw. And yeah, so that is what I'm working on over here. So lots and lots of stuff in progress. I need to start plying this week. Hopefully, next week I will have at least a pound to show y'all.
Hmm.
But I mean, I would like more than that, but hopefully that is the minimum of what I have. Um, and yeah, so I mean, I have a pound of singles already spun. I just need to fly those and work on other singles. So
You
we'll see what
get
happens.
so much done. So,
Um, well, I make the most of every moment that I have. Like if I am sitting, I am spinning or knitting.
yeah.
Like even if it's in the car line at
At
Starbucks
Starbucks.
or waiting for a Target pickup order or um what did I do this week that took I went and got medication, like waiting in that pickup line. I am constantly crafting. So, it's kind of like what I tell my kids with reading. You just have to use those little stolen moments
Yeah.
and they quickly add up. So the other day when I was making something for dinner, it was, you know, or I was making tea, it was 3 minutes or 4 minutes, but I used those 4 minutes to spin. So
You
I'm
are
doing the
hardcore, my friend.
I'm doing the Plum Deluxe Advent calendar for tea
Mm-hmm.
and enjoying it immensely. I'm doing the caffeine-free version because by the time I'm home for tea, it is past the
Yeah.
point when I really should have caffeine if I want to sleep at all. Um, so I am enjoying that. The only one that I have not enjoyed was they did a rose hibiscus one, and it was tasted like soap to me. But
Not your favorite, huh?
not my fave, but the rest I've really enjoyed. Have you been spinning at all?
Yeah, so I have been trying to participate in the Jillian 100 days thing, and some days I manage it and some days I don't. I want to say that I've managed to spin 7 out of the 9 days so far, which is good, which is more than
Yeah.
I've spun since SSK for sure. Um, so, I'm grateful that I'm getting that done. I'm still working on the loop bat, so This is Starling. So I was on the blue last time. I've gone through the green and I'm into like the black that's between colors. This is Light Bright, which is a batch from Loop.
Yeah, it's a bump of roving.
Yeah. So I've got just a couple of colors left.
Nice. That's great progress, friend.
So this is a 5.5 ounce bump, and I'm, I don't know, 2/3 through it, somewhere around there. So yeah, I'm getting spinning done, just not as much as I would like. Do any of us craft as much as we would like? Probably not, but um, yeah, that's what I've been spinning. So I'm just happy I'm actually getting stuff done.
Yeah. Then you can move on to some SSK spinning stash, and that'll make you feel good.
Yes, it will. It's high on the list. I've got two braids from Hip Strings that need to get spun. So
Did you get anything else? Did you get Republica Unicornia or anything?
I
Okay.
mean, I've got stuff. I think I've got some from Apothecary as well.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I think I got less than a pound. So
That's great. I got way
yeah.
more than a pound.
Well, I mean, I got plenty of stuff. It just wasn't fiber. So, um, what sort of have you been? You've been watching a bunch of hockey this week?
I've been watching the Penguins. Yep, and then I also was reading. I read the fourth in um an E.L. Massey hockey series. The fourth book just came out. It is called Free from Falling. It's an adult hockey rock star romance, and I enjoyed it immensely. I read it. Jude. This is one of Jude's favorite authors, and so
Oh,
he
okay.
sent me a link to when she was writing it, she publishes it and then she takes it down and goes through the edits and then formally publishes it. So I had the like rough draft that I
Right.
had read prior. And I really enjoy the characters that she writes. The main
Hmm.
character of this is autistic and he falls in love with a trans woman rock star.
Oh,
So it's really, really sweet. It's a good, if you need a good feel good series, it is a good feel good series.
and
And it's
that's linked
funny.
in the show notes.
Well, it's in the
Okay.
show notes. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I have been playing a fair amount of the Mario and Luigi Brothership game. It's finally gotten past the I'm trying to teach you everything phase, which I find super annoying. Um, so now I'm actually into gameplay, which is nice. But
Transform into a bazillion different things.
no, but like they work together, and so in one of the things where they work together, they're joined up like dancers, and then they can like spin and get across things. But it just makes me laugh every time they do it. I don't know why. But I went to the library here
Oh, fun.
and got a library card for Walworth County in Wisconsin, and they it's been a while since I've been to like a public library. I mean, I went with your parents when we were there a couple of years ago,
You went to the
'cause I think they
Blank
were
County
having,
Library. Yep.
yeah, I think they were having a book sale, or maybe it was just on the way to something else that we were doing. Because I couldn't check out books because I don't live there. But um, yeah. Anyway, so I went there and got a library card, so now I can request stuff online and do their digital, like Kindle lending and all that. But they
Probably
also
Libby.
do, yes, it is Libby.
Oh,
They also do a bunch of other stuff, like a lot of libraries do now. Like you can borrow one of those things that you plug into your car to read the code off the, um, you know, computer system or whatever. And there's a bunch of Switch games that you can borrow
yeah.
and all sorts of other stuff. So I'm just taking my time and sort of looking through what they have and what I want to request to start with. And um, so I just picked out a book that I had on my Amazon like to read list called Laziness Does Not Exist. And I'll link it in the show notes. But it's just about the culture, that we grew up in, where your whole worth is based on your productivity and sort of reprogramming our thinking when it comes to that. I'm only maybe 50 pages in, so I'll have to wait to give you a verdict on it. But
Yeah,
interesting so far. So,
good.
um, what else? SSK signups are open until the 11th at noon, or the
Yep,
12th, sorry,
3 more days,
at noon Eastern, 11 Central.
but not
Um,
necessarily 3 days from when this goes up.
right, yeah, it just depends on what my ability to get this edited and uploaded is. But yeah, so we are actively looking for vendors as well.
Yep,
So there's a vendor application out there if you're interested in coming to vend at our event. And
all that information can be found at supersummerknittogether.com.
unless I decide to randomly take down the website again, which definitely did not happen an hour before signup started.
I totally
Um,
told people that the company decided to do that, not you. So
no, it was me. It was me. Laura's being kind on my behalf. I was trying to update the PHP certificate, and in the process, totally flushed our DNS. And yeah. Anyway, it's back up. It's been back up, but
yeah, I came back up that night. But
it
thank
was
you
just a
all for
little
your
stressful.
patience.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have anything else. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Uh, I do not think so. I think that's about it.
Okay, well, we hope that you all have a lovely week, and we will talk to you again next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.